This month's 60-second inspiration is Dan DiSanto. Dan is 68 years old and is a retired law enforcement officer. Dan has a daughter, son-in-law, and a granddaughter, and states that he's been married to the same wonderful woman for 44 years. Growing up, Dan says he was always involved in athletics, from Little League as a kid to training for triathlons into his early 50s. But at 53, Dan found out that he had heart disease and required a stent inserted into one of his arteries. After that, Dan said he did nothing in sports or fitness. In 2011, he had to get shoulder surgery for multiple tears and bone spurs in his shoulder, and continued to do nothing until January of 2016. But starting off on his own, Dan worked out too aggressively and ended up hurting himself. So, Dan began one-on-one personal training at Fit Culture Studio in April of 2016 and started changing his diet with coaching during his sessions and through Fit Culture's 21-Day Fix program. Since starting, Dan has dropped 29.5 pounds and has made tremendous strides in both strength and endurance. Dan says he continues to adhere to Shakeology and the 21-Day Fix way of eating. He attends weekly small group personal training classes and takes advantage of Fit Culture's new open gym membership, allowing him to work out in a manner that works best for his schedule. Just before publishing this video, Dan made a comment in one of his sessions. "When I first started, I couldn't do one push-up. Today, I did 3 sets of 10. In 3 months, that ain't half bad. Then again, I am 30 pounds lighter." Dan's current motivation is now preparing for a strenuous hike up a mountain in Alaska in September of next year. Way to go, Dan. You're truly an inspiration.